In 2019, I faced a major setback in my marriage. That's when my world turned upside down. I told myself I had to be strong. I should try and look beyond the pain I was feeling for the sake of my kid. So for about 9 months, I was just going through the motion day after day, and I thought maybe after some time things will go back to normal. I told myself I can handle things on my own. There's no need to worry or burden anyone else. And it just felt like it was a personal matter. It's my personal life. So I should just face it on my own. But little did I know that each time I tell myself to be this, to be that, I was just laying unrealistic and unkind expectations onto myself, and therefore pushing myself deeper and deeper underground. I felt empty and lost. I spent years of my life building something I held dearly to, and then it was just robbed of me. I didn't know what I was doing, what I was working for, and the real awakening was when I realized I didn't know what I stood for. I lost all my sense of purpose and direction. I tried imagining, answering questions my son might ask me in years to come, and I realized I had no answer at all, and that was a very scary moment for me. When it got to the point I realized I wasn't helping myself at all, I decided I need to seek help. So I spoke to my parents first, I spoke to my closest friends, and I also went back to my therapist. I read books, I sought out life coaches, and to be honest, I think I went on to the other extreme completely and was just grabbing every line I was thrown, which on hindsight, it wasn't a wise thing to do. I got to know Michael through another coaching community I was then part of. The first thing he did was to get me to do my identity profiling and then read my results to me. It was quite a structured process, and I was happy it was that way. Because from the profiling, I recognized and resonated with traits like a high need for clarity, high in organizing, and also high in quality, which indicated I needed structure. And structure was severely lacking in my life back then, so I really welcomed the approach. Michael got me to audit my past, revisited key points in my life, and drilled down into possible places where I didn't receive proper closure, so the issues stayed buried. He highlighted to me possible reasons why I behaved or reacted in a certain way, linking to my traits as shown in my profiling, and that part of the process was really enlightening for me. It's like now it all makes sense, and it also meant I wasn't flawed and I didn't lose my identity. I just didn't apply myself the right way, nor at the right places which would best serve me. So then we went on to the next stage where I was guided to identify my passion, my purpose, and then aligning it with my strengths, being aware of my weaknesses, and again with reference to my profiling all this time, to then craft out my dream life. I started recognizing and just being more in touch and in sync with what's been inside me all along. The most obvious and critical difference for me is that the solution was not based on someone else's experiments, observations, or methods. What Michael has helped me achieve and how he approached it was very much based on my profiling, which is all me, my results, my traits, my type. With newfound clarity about my own identity and how I've been living my life up to now, I feel each thought I have and each action I choose to take is backed with newfound confidence. I recognize I made mistakes, but instead of just trying not to make the same mistakes again, the chances of me making the same mistakes is mostly reduced right now. And since I know why I made them in the first place, so yeah, I'm a lot more confident about my choices, I'm less fearful of outcomes, and I'm generally happier and have a stronger sense of purpose. I've always believed everything happened for a reason. I also believe that everyone has the innate power to transform into a better version of ourselves. So what I want to do now is to leverage on my own experience and learnings to help others who might be in the same starting point as where I was. So through the coaching and working with Michael, I've managed to align my passion in photography and purpose in empowering transformation in others, and I've launched my revamped photography practice to do just that. I am a believer of profiling tools, and because I benefited greatly from identity, I've taken steps to get myself certified as an identity coach, so I'm really looking forward to incorporating identity into what I set out to do in future. So will I recommend Michael and using identity profiling? 100%. That's definitely what I would recommend.